From Sugar House in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, this is Poker Night in America. Welcome to Poker Night in America with Joe Stapleton. I am Chris Hansen, and welcome to Sugar House in Philadelphia. It's the end of our second day.
I can't believe we're almost out of here, and I still haven't gotten to the bottom of why they call it Sugar House.
Well, it's built on the grounds of a former sugar refinery.
A haunted sugar refinery?
I don't mean, no, I don't think so. I mean, hey.
Ghosts!
Day two continues here from Sugar House. Some fresh blood. Matt Brady, Akeem Akamov, and Kyle Bowker all sit down for the action.
Fresh blood, fresh money.
Poker Night in America brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal. I would be drinking it right now if it wasn't for federal regulations.
Not because he's doing poker commentary, because he's also flying a plane.
Thank you, yes.
Look out! Oh, that was a close one.
All right, Kyle Bowker in seat one gets started. He folds. Todd Brunson.
It's so hard to read this.
Pocket fives, raises to 300.
Don't forget the straddle was on. Tai Ha. Put 100 out there blind. He's gonna come along for the ride. Kyle Bowker looks like what Jason Street would turn into if he never played football again.
Pocket fives are ahead. Just a couple of overcards for Mike Siegel. And Tai Ha with queen high. Does have a gut shot straight draw.
And he's gonna donk lead with it. This is almost never gonna get two folds. There's one call.
Mike Siegel's playing with a rubber band. I kind of have a phobia about rubber bands. Have I ever told you that? I'm not a big fan of rubber bands. The texture of them is it's weird.
You grew up in farm country, didn't you? They do some weird stuff with rubber bands on farms.
No, it's mainly twine.
Don't Google it. Oh, is it twine? Okay.
Yeah.
He does get one fold as we put a pin in that conversation.
Turn is another 6. We're heads up with Ha and Brunson.
I don't love Ha firing again here. I don't see what Todd would call flop with that he wouldn't keep calling the turn with. Like sometimes he'll float with king, queen, and ace, queen, but I kind of feel like he's probably gonna call twice most of the time. Don't let the ponytail fool you. Todd Brunson, quite capable of making good decisions.
Brunson does call. And maybe this is a good time to tell you, he cut his ponytail off.
Oh, does he not have the ponytail
yeah,
anymore?
it's gone.
I take it back.
And I asked him, I said, Todd, what happened to the ponytail? Like, was it the end of a base? And no, I just got done with it. It was just done.
10 years too late. So we know Ha's only chance at this pot is to bluff it, but can he go for the ha triple barrel?
He does.
And it's for a decent amount.
Oh, that was a nice card.
And if you're going to write a story, you got to have a good ending to it. And that's where Ha's at now with this $2,500 bet on the river.
A good and believable ending. I think Todd might eventually make this call. If Ha had a good hand, why would he donk lead the flop? Generally, people with really strong hands play in flow to remain deceptive.
Brunson thinking it over with his decades worth of poker experience. Let's see what he comes up with. It is a call.
2 10s.
And it is the right one.
2 5s.
Good call.
Nice slow roll, Todd.
I learned from the best.
You know, I've heard Todd's dad also plays poker.
Really? What's his name?
Escapes me. Mr. Brunson.
Should look that up.
All right, this time it's Akeem Akamov's turn to straddle.
I'd like to see the new players not afraid to straddle it up.
I love Akamov's rules for androids, by the way. Good stuff. Well written.
Siegel with ace queen raises under the gun. Ha with 9-10. Gonna take that for a spin.
Good enough for a poke.
All right, so he heads up with Siegel and Ha.
Jeez.
4-8 trays the flop.
That's one
Did
cream.
Mike Siegel just say cheese when he missed that flop? He might want to work on his live tells a little bit. And what is this kid doing? Floating with the 10 high. Nothing but a backdoor straight draw.
make it like.
Okay, there's part of the back door. Is that the back or is that the door?
We're starting with the back.
Okay, so he's got the back portion of the back door draw. He's now open-ended.
John Racing's girlfriend.
And Siegel's check to him. It's always a good time to start betting when you pick up outs. Jack can't talk tie. Jack talked tie very well.
Do you have a towel?
Mike Siegel somehow knows Ha is weak. Or he could be just doing what Mike Siegel does.
He makes it 3,000.
It's really hard for Mike to have a super strong hand here, but I don't love calling either. If you call and you miss, you're even losing to a lot of his bluffs.
He did call, now this pot approaching $8,000. And the river. No straight for Ha.
3,000.
And I don't think a bet on the river is going to take this away from Siegel. He's going to bet to try to prevent that.
Pot of nearly 8,000, Siegel betting 3,000. So we know Tai Ha can't call. Is he thinking about jamming this to make Mike fold?
Not enough money in his stack, I don't think, to do that. Yeah, he has to fold it.
Show the bluff, Siegel. Come on. I know it was the bluff.
Might be the best hand, though.
It was the best hand. You get a gold star.
Just wish you tried that dumb shit first to me one time.
Don't worry, next time me and you play, I'm going to have you smashed and
Yeah, I'm
double
sure
up.
you felt that way with the ace queen snap call. Same thing will happen to you.
Okay, you're right.
Don't go anywhere. Back in East Philadelphia in just a moment.
East Philadelphia Poker Night is live. Tom Brunson called down with just a pair of... Oh, it's so bad.
It's catchy.
Poker Night in America is brought to you by our trusted friend, Kimosabi Mezcal. Why settle for tequila? Step up to Kimosabi.
Poker Night in America, back in Philadelphia. Some of my favorite things are in Philadelphia. The Liberty Bell. Cheesesteaks. Carson Wentz. If we run into him while we're here this week, I'll introduce you to him.
Okay. I'd rather just have a cheesesteak.
It's not hard to get you, Siegel.
Nah, I'm easy like that.
Is it restraddle?
Bowker straddle in this hand. Double straddle. He and Ha. It's like double stuffed Oreos. Totally unnecessary, but great if you want to have a heart attack.
Actions fold around to Sean Deeb. What? Did I just see Deeb fold? Somebody check his temperature.
I volunteer Tad.
600 is the bet from Ha with King Jack suited. And now to Kyle Bowker.
And would you looky here, a couple of Lady Kings.
Back to Tai Ha. How about that? I'm all in.
You must be short stack
Okay.
professional.
Somehow the all-in gets called.
Turn him up.
See some hands.
I have a feeling something terrible is going to happen to those Lady Kings.
Nice life on the double straddle.
Here's the flop.
These guys are short stack professionals. Stay away.
Only one diamond in that flop to help Ha out.
Not you.
Nothing on the turn. It's only a king on the river.
3 out.
Yeah.
Wow, Queen's hold.
Nice seat flip.
Yeah, that would have been. He had actually got a deuce. Oh, no, he didn't.
First double straddle of the day, I think.
Yeah.
Nobody even says goodbye to that kid. It's been real.
All right, so a new player is sitting down in the 7th seat. This is David Luttrell. Is he a brother to the guy in the Backstreet Boys?
You know, I don't do sports or boy bands.
No, Brian Luttrell. He was in the Backstreet Boys. I think this is his brother that just sat down.
Those are my two bugaboos. Sports and boy bands, sorry.
Yeah, he looks just like him.
That's just mean.
I mean, I'm a huge Backstreet Boys fan. I've seen him 3 times in Vegas. And if that is Brian Luttrell's brother, we're in for a real treat this afternoon on Poker Night in America. Well, I'd get excited for you if, like, some character from some unknown TV show was on, and you said it was his brother. I'd get all excited.
Okay, Chris, I'm excited.
So keep the reds and whites in back. We chip the dealer in front. This can be the dealer chip pot.
Can't even concentrate now. What's going on?
Ace through 7, that seat.
Kyle Bowker's raising
I'll get the 50 ready.
with 10-4. That's what's happening.
You want to take 5? I'll take 4.
By the way, they're betting on who's going to have to tip the dealer, depending on what cards come out on the flop.
All right, we'll switch.
You wanna switch?
Yeah, we'll switch.
Matt's in it. He definitely had your card.
No, I promise.
I can't even do Backstreet Boys song reference jokes because I don't know any, except for Backstreet's Back. Is that a song?
Backstreet Back is a song.
All
Yes.
right, so we're still we're on. Next time. We'll switch.
Yeah, next time. We can go my buddy.
Yeah.
You're gonna stop action on every straight, and you're gonna
Yep, the ace means the one hole owes the dealer.
tip. Tip pot.
Guys who tips always end up winning the pot when they're in it. Unless it's Kyle.
So what's the tipping?
So see, we go ace through 7.
Right,
There's
right.
no rake.
Oh, every half
Yeah.
hour. Okay.
So the
I
first
get it.
card, that's
Time
ace through
flop.
7. Yeah,
Okay,
basically,
basically.
yeah.
But it's
Same.
a tip flop.
Yeah.
Siegel's ahead, by the way, and Bowker makes a weird float here
Where
with
from?
10-4.
Originally from Kentucky, but I live in Philly now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Boy, Kentucky must be a real dump if Philly's an upgrade.
Did he say he's from Kentucky?
Yeah,
Brian Luttrell's brother?
he did.
It's got to be his brother.
I was going to say, I'm expecting Kyle to make some kind of move at some point. There it is. A raise on the turn is not going to be enough to get this done. Siegel calls with top
One
pair.
of the things here where you say we don't want you to go mid-game.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Now
okay.
7,000 in this pot as we head to the river. It's an 8.
So we're going to need to see at least one more move.
Man, I was like, I got
Siegel's opened the door.
I tried to bust some people. Matt kept reloading.
And
Oh.
Bowker's all in.
And what a move it is. Moves like Jagger.
Ridiculous. I think I should have beat you to that. 100% getting bluffed here.
100% being bluffed, which means you should fold 99% of the time. But you know, declaring your read super strong, calling and being wrong, that's probably a consolation. Good fold.
Will fold. Now will Bowker
show the
show?
bluff.
County is going to be a dramatic flop.
Please, if you
for
have
the
a
game.
bluff.
I said I'm
Come on,
100%
Kyle.
getting
Atta
bluffed
boy.
here. I said I'm 100% getting. I said I should have beat him to that. I said it out loud. I know
Nice
I'm
hand,
getting
Kyle.
Kyle,
bluffed
don't
here.
listen to me every time, all right? You could lose some money.
I told you I should have beat him to that
Siegel, do you
bet.
feel like you got outplayed that hand?
I told you that I'm being bluffed. I said it out loud. I said I should have beat him to that bet.
That's telekinesis, Kyle.
literally 10 times.
How about the power to bluff you?
Kind of hole in there.
Luttrell folds.
Oh, I forgot to spread them out before I
It's okay. It's not a.
Bowker raises with 6-5 suited.
It'll just be if you get in the
Don't
habit of
forget
doing
to
it right
straddle
away.
next hand, because everybody doing it.
Round this.
No, we're doing
Pretty much straddles?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks pretty. Ace King for Sean Deeb. Do the kids still call it Anna Kournikova, or are we way past that?
Yeah.
That's
no.
dead? Okay.
That was like a 1-year window on that one.
That's when I stopped learning about poker, so I'm stunted from then on.
What are you playing now? 30? Maybe more than that.
Yeah, probably.
3,800 in the middle between Bowker and Deeb. And here's the flop brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal.
6-5 in pretty good shape against Ace King now. And D bets, small bet, but it's going to get the information he needs just the same.
Call from Bowker. So let's go to the turn. Turns a 3 of spades.
Bowker picks up straight and flush draws. Nice. Sean might slow down now. That 3 could have easily helped Bowker.
Sean does check.
First he picks up outs, then he picks up chips. Bowker chicka wow wow.
2K is his bet.
And he's actually given Sean a really good price to stick around.
And a call from Deeb. Okay, so almost 10,000 in the middle as we're heading to the river. And a 9 comes on the river.
That would have hit a whole bunch of Bowker's range. Both players with decent showdown value. Deep checks. Will Bowker check behind and hope for his showdown value? Pretty tough to bet this and get called by worse. He does check.
The board.
Has to show first.
Kyle Bowker is going to pick up a $10,000 pot with little to no effort. Not bad.
Nice hand.
Who has to show first?
I don't know.
I'll show first. Check this out.
Scapes, we're going to take a break from the cash game to show you some of the highlights from the Poker Night Classic that happened here at Sugar House. This $1,100 buy-in created a prize pool of $194,000 with the 201 entrants. And here is the prize money for the final 5 in the Poker Night Classic. As you can see, $11,000 going to 5th place all the way up to a $54,000 championship.
All in.
Never folding.
Going out in 5th place and cashing for just over $11,000 was David Stevens.
Good game, man. Good game.
Knocked out in fourth place was Abe Ferroni. Abe started the final table as the short stack, but walked away with $15,000 in cash.
That's mine, Abe.
Good game, Abe.
Going out in third place, Jeremy Brown started the final table with 24 big blinds.
I have an 8.
And cash for $18,522.
Unlucky, man.
That's
The two biggest stacks starting our final five got heads up, and in the end, it was the man who started with the chip lead going into the final table, Adam Levitan, who cashed in for $54,586. Levitan, who is a DFS analyst for DraftKings and Fantasy Labs, scored his biggest ever tournament cash and is a Philadelphia local. If you want to watch the entire final table, you can see the full archive on our Twitch channel. More from our cash game at Sugar House when we come back on Poker Night in America.
They've kind of lost the fun aspect of it. I don't see that really ever going away for me. I just don't take things too seriously, you know.
Welcome back to Poker Night in America. Let's return to the table.
Spill a drink already? Or did he do it?
It was me again. Twice.
You know, this is why we can't have nice things.
Oh, quiet, Tad.
Tad trying to get in the mix again. It's my twin brother. I gave him this job on the show a couple of years ago. Sean Deeb hates Tad. He won't even look Tad in the eye, by the way.
What an elitist jerk.
No, he's right. No one should like Tad.
Yeah, 745.
So Latrell straddled, Bowker raised to 400 with ace-jack, Akimov called with ace-king, Deeb's in there with 2 9s. Todd Brunson rubbing paper towels on his microphone. Good for poker or bad for poker?
I think it's good for poker, but I'm sure there'll be a 2+2 form that'll get started.
Controversial. Deeb's 9's holding.
600 is the bet from Kyle Bowker. I'm just wondering what kind of a mess is going on over there by Todd Brunson that all that paper towel is being used.
Yeah, he got himself real good, didn't he? That's what happens when you mix tequila and chicken wings.
Sad thing is he spilled the chicken wings, not the tequila.
Well, I was thinking about the aftermath of all of it. You know, yesterday's caused more than a few wipes.
1,700 bet from Bowker.
I'm loving these turns. These aren't turns. They're more like turns because people are picking up outs up the wazoo.
And a call from Deeb. Three on the river. That gives Bowker the straight.
And I saw little reason for Deeb to fold the 9s in the turn. I see all kinds of reasons now, and so will he as he checks. Sure, Bowker doesn't have the nuts, but he is blocking the nut flush, so betting here is pretty safe. Deeb's gonna turn up with a 6 here sometimes, but not often enough to not bet this. Insta-fold from Deeb.
Or bad run off.
Bowker winning at the Powker.
Sean Deeb was having a great day too, but the last couple of hands he just can't make things stick.
I'm not worried about him just yet.
You're not gonna start the fund yet? All right. Poker Night in America brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal.
I don't think I was.
Akimov will be first to act.
I might have been winning if you had ace 9.
Come on, let's go. Get in the game.
No, I believe you.
Fold.
Saying I might have been winning this.
King 6. That's a premium hand against players like this. Look, it's got Queen 9 beat.
You gotta have the heart and the commitment, though, to get all the way through this hand.
Or a real deep bank. That helps too.
Luttrell's out. So is Bowker. And Brunson's out. Deeb, Domination Nation. This time he does not catch the 3-outer. He is in bad shape. Siegel's flop best, but Sean's gonna be able to rep better.
300 was the bet from Deeb. A call from Siegel. Here comes the turn. It's an 8 of spades.
So Deeb's actually got a draw now.
After a check from Siegel, that draw is music to Sean Deeb's ears. He's betting 900.
Quick call from Siegel.
And there's the straight for Sean Deeb. Wow.
Sean D backs his way into this one like a parallel parking space. Beep, beep, beep.
6,100 is the bet. A bit of an overbet.
Seagull's only got second pair, and he does fold sometimes. Dry land does exist. I've seen it.
And that'll help Sean Deeb. Keep him on the good side of the ledger.
Speaking of which, where is that old ledger?
We'll check it out in a moment.
We're gonna take a break on Poker Night in America, but please don't leave us for another poker show because there's almost none left.
EJ has more testosterone than anyone at the table. I'm always afraid to interact with her.
My dad's like my #1 hero. He doesn't play poker, has no clue, but the way that I am is obviously attributed to him. He's just very positive, looks on the bright side of things, just like I am, or like I try to be.
Poker Night in America is brought to you by our trusted friend, Kimosabi Mezcal. Why settle for tequila? Step up to Kimosabi.
Day 2 is a wrap from Sugar House, and Kyle Bowker, our big winner on day 2. Todd Brunson, he did a lot of cleaning with paper towels, but he only cleaned up a $250 profit on day 2. And Matt Glantz, oh boy, $20,000 down. Good thing he doesn't live that far from here. He can sleep well in his own bed tonight.
Well, there were some winners and some losers, but the important thing is that we finally got to the bottom of the whole Sugar House mystery.
Stapes, it wasn't that big of a mystery, dude. Like, it was on Wikipedia. I just scrolled like 2 paragraphs down.
Your mom's on Wikipedia, like 2 paragraphs down.
What did you just say?
Nothing.
For more from Poker Night, visit pokernight.com, or you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch for up-to-date information, full episodes, and unedited live streams.
You can find your mom on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
What?
Nothing.
You said something about my mother.
Finish the show.
All right. Thanks for watching Poker Night in America. Poker Night is brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal.
East Philadelphia, Poker Night is live. Tom Brunson called down with just a pair of... Oh, it's so bad.
It's catchy. I see what you did there. Not Fresh Prince.
Yeah. It's bad.